Helicopter Museum in Weston super Mare. The MG's Triumph TR8 V8 there. Which stands for the Morgan MG Mark II. Well, one visit here. Anybody who's in the area, you see copper there. Mini, the original Mini there, come back to the mid-70s. And we have an Opel GT. It was German made, not, but it was part of General Motors and Vauxhall. MG there. We have Japanese import in the MX-5. There's cars here today at the Helicopter Museum in Weston. Now we have Jag here. XK120, there, the XK120 MG midget there. Got the Mini as well. Yeah. Got all right up there. The MGB there. MGB GT. Mercedes with the SL there. And we have the Wolseley 1500, the Wolseley 1500. And the Triumph, for the Triumph 1500. Triumph 1500, there we are. And restored there, original probably. MGB Roadster, bit of camaraderie.
Paid 19,000.
I'm going up in price like these cars. TR, TR4 there. I think some people are actually said to me buy them for investment. Okay. Riley Alf there. Land Rover. Now, not so many cars here as I saw last year. If you look back, you might see another production I made this time last year. All Citroen GS, Citroen Visa, and upmarket Rover V8 there, the Rover V8 P6. Not too bad entry fee here, £12 to come in. Also see the museum over there. Of course, all charity proceeds go towards running it, restoring the aircraft in any way they need to, and keep the place going basically. Mini Cooper here, another Mini. Austerity Sprite there.
And a lot of tears.
And we have an import here in the VW Golf. Now, some of the other exhibits here. The Helicopter Museum here in Weston super Mare. So I can get on that one. And we have Morris Minor here. They're one of the Morris Minor period cases there. Morris Traveller, of course. The 1000 Traveller. We have something different. Now, what is it? VW.
Yeah, so I don't take it on the motorway because of that reason actually.
We have Jag here, the XKR there, supercharged, and we have an American guy, the Ford ZEPHYR. No, just a quick look at this engine. Supercharged, probably turbocharged. 2002 XKR Racing Green Special 4.2 litre unique body fairings. There's some history there. Lovely interior there. Ford ZEPHYR. And if we go around, the Mini MOKE here. Mini MOKE. Now, sometimes see these out in the Caribbean. And the Mini MOKE was great for summer weather. Rescue room. Repaired and brought to life. 1966 model. Second owner. From Mulberry Hill. And the riding school route was used and knocked about during daily duties. Where became available part of the estate of the deceased owner. There's history there. There's the history there of this particular mini MOKE. That's some pretty information for you, soon. Well, there we are. We'll be put out at some point. The mini MOKE here. $1966. Great for the summer. Back to the imports here. BMW M3, the 3 Series, the Dodge van, that's another American model there. Another American car. Chevrolet there. Sorry. What's that? St. Louis, good heavens. The woman I know is from there. Jeep there. Rover 216. Or 216. There we are, and then another Rover Saloon 400. Hello. 416 SI here. Of course, very popular back in the day, early 90s. And another Rover, one of the later production models, 214. Looks like the SLI trim there. That's made those around now. And Rover Coupe, Tom Coupe. Second Rover 96,000 miles. It's the Rover Cabaret 216 from 1993. Helicopter Museum here in Weston, Mare. Here we have the Morris 8. Lovely old Morris 8. Even got 4 gears. At the time when most cars didn't have 4 gears, I can tell you that. For 3 was about the maximum. The Morris 8. Well, here we are at the Aircraft Museum in Weston Mare. The heritage here, museum being over there. This is a classic car show. Wings and wheels, I think they call it. And the American cars here. Got the Rover V8, British Rover V8. Some massive American cars here. Fords. And like from New York Police Department, as it's called. Ridgeland Police. Serve and Protect Sheriff, Orange County. Another Chev there. The American contingent here. '70 McCulloch. The Aircraft Museum here in Weston super Mare. History here. Folks in Weston super Mare. Bristol Sycamore. Battery speed on type 2 miles an hour. 178 were built before production ended in Weston super Mare in 1959. Wings and wheels here. (1958) light two-seater helicopter developed in the first developed in the late 40s by ZEPHYR company? It's a light two-seater aircraft. It's used British Army on the line in Germany. Brief history here at Weston super Mare Helicopter Museum. All with turbo shaft. All history here at Wings and Wheels. Here in Weston. Well worth a visit. All the history here. Information boards and further visual information through use of television here. Helicopter material. Rescue helicopter here. A winch there as well. Weston here. Sure, I see inside there. Got the modern technology here. QR codes, etc. Further information. Wings and Wheels, I think, probably takes place once a year. Used very late in the year. Starting the classic car showing year. End of September, or more or less, perhaps mid to end of September. Before winter. Certainly the cold autumn days, but certainly seasons are changing. But as for the museum, I think you'll find they're open most days in the winter. Well, materials used in helicopters: wood, rotor blades, aluminium alloy, airframe structure, gearbox, casing, engine components, and rotor blades. Various other interests here. Well, cause of deterioration. Moisture can cause massive corrosion, light fades, colours and damages to certain parts. Plastic chemical reaction between different materials. And various other combination of pests such as mice and fungi can cause damage. Of course you find out with your own clothes as well, especially in the shed. Moss as well, but stray birds here. In respect of our aircraft. High and low variation temperatures. Can reduce stress, speed up corrosion. Wear and tear. Sometimes they do, you never do get deliberately damaged. Pollution, including salt in the air, coastal regions can cause mass corrosion and damage to the other materials. Now, of course, we're on the coast here in Weston. Conservation must. Damage by moisture can be controlled by first keeping the eclipse under cover by controlling certainly the humidity in the building. Corrosion proofing the aircraft with anti-corrosion treatments are the main defense against moisture. Certainly keeping the aircraft indoors and possibly with a bit of heating on, no doubt, especially over the winter, would stop any dampness. RAF rescue, yeah, the RAF rescue helicopter. Now it looks like this is the conservation and engineering hangar here. It's been through here. Whereas work on the helicopter imagine it costs quite a bit to maintain these. Edinburgh conservation and engineering hangars where the helicopter museum carries out its conservation work. Also train helicopter maintenance engineers and restoration team volunteers here. Helicopter hangar and check ones. Sometimes the museum has to restore aircraft before they can put on display. Typically the museum restores helicopters to working condition, original or new parts where possible. May require disassembly and rebuilding over a long period of time. We aim to conserve the exhibit as it was when last in service, not to look factory new. So replacing components and repainting are only carried out when absolutely necessary to complete and protect the exhibit. So you can see some work going on here. Of course, it's ongoing works and it does change over time, of course. They've changed the layout of this, I think, in the last 12 months as well. The Bell 47H, interesting collection. Became the first helicopter in the world in 1946 to be certified for commercial use after becoming a popular project for utility operation worldwide. By the 50s, there was a growing view that small helicopter might replace the automobile. Oh, well, that didn't happen. This is a 1956 model made in America. Well, it didn't replace cars anyway. Certainly not in this country. We'll see the car make it look totally authentic. And it suggests on the right up there, making sure that they use Original parts.
They are worn out to attract enemy fire. Well, reconnaissance is made at factory treetop level, making several passes back and forth.
1967 Brown UH-1H
Painstaking process to check out
Iroquois.
and there is a constant danger of enemy
Built up for the US Army.
But this reconnaissance precedes an air mobile assault.
Turbo engine utility helicopter. And starts in 1959.
Or the unarmed helicopter.
Just before the Vietnam War. The RAF helicopter here as well. In the hangar, of course the museum here, but the professional name is Hangar. This is the helicopter museum here in Weston, Mare. Used to make helicopters here in Weston, which is why this is here. So it contains the layout out here, around here. Probably fit more helicopters. French-made aircraft here, 1959, Sud. Dijon, Reluctant. So an open unit there. Got a French model here, 1979. Sud Aviation. German-made model. Polish even here as well. Got a French aircraft here, the Sud SA321F Super Frelon. 140 miles an hour, ramp at the back, which is why it was sold to many other countries. China, Israel, Libya and South Africa, as well as the French Navy. So in use at the beginning of the 21st century. This is a 1967 model here. Bristol Belvedere there. UK-Italian effort here. The H Industry, the H101. There we are. Developed in 3 naval, utility and civil versions using new fail-safe technology. Sales for Royal and Italian Navies, all Air Force, Canadian Forces and other customers here. So, bit of history here.
In the UK? Yeah. Good.
Not that busy for a weekend. There's a few people around here making their presence felt. Bristol. Belvedere. Russia. Yeah, there we are. Invading Poland. French aircraft here. Last time I came here, there were some French people here. They're working at Bristol Zoo, but that's now all closed. Quite a few French living in this country. And Russian aircraft there. See a line up there as well. Museum here. Lot to see, lot to read. Just take time. So of course it's always worth having a good few hours to go through the exhibits, look at the visuals. Of course the QR code just means of course you can read it later off the mobile telephone. Another Russian Heim there. Another Russian there. Still apparently trying to have military might with the war in Ukraine. Very controversial. This was dismantled before being transported across the country on two flatbed lorries and then painted resembling at Pinewood Studios, where it took him to the air to fly again with little help from giant screen green technology in the Marvel Studios blockbuster movie Black Widow. Internal filming also took place inside the helicopter with Scarlett Johansson and Florence Pugh in the cockpit, so there's a bit of history here. So it has been used for television. And it dismantled in 2019. There's some photographs as seen on television. Some of the youngsters coming in now, the children to partake. Queen's flight helicopter, there we are. Airport 1936, Royal Air Force established an elite unit, the King's Flight, with an airspeed MV airplane at RF Hendon. First used flight was actually 1947. Sikorsky R4 hovercraft were aboard the carried at Mare and dispatched between Aberdeen and Balmoral during the Royal Family summer. The exercise continued in the summer of 1948 but not repeated. 1952, HOH Philip used a civilian Dragonfly helicopter during tour Germany, first Royal flight by helicopter. In the 1953, Florida, so Sikorsky S-55 Royal Mail, where the RAF proved reluctant to provide, although the RAF proved reluctant to provide one, arguing that flying a single-engine helicopter over London into the working class ground would be too hazardous. I sound like he had his way there. Goodness me, it's a lot of history here. And there we are, sadly, a couple of weeks ago. Our monarch died. There she is there with Prince Philip, her husband there, sadly. 2 weeks ago. And the tragic news, devastating news of the death of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. More helicopters here. Well, some of the charities coming through COVID, trying to build up and redevelop, redeploy. And certainly some are looking for more volunteers. Happy airline engine, British made here. Rotodyne was a very advanced helicopter, compound helicopter developed in the 50s as a commercial and military transport rotorcraft. Well, sorry about the noise here. There's a few young people around now, children. Weston Wessex HAS Mark 1, 1959. UK built here. Barnet J4B auto gyro or gyroplane and gyrocopter. That's it. Person machine was popularly described. Developed by Jerry Barnett in Olivehurst, California in the 1960s. Built in 1995. This particular model here. There we are. Well, this is Weston Widgeon. Weston Widgeon. Weston Scout. Various sizes and models here over the decades. A Bristow. That's the Weston WS 55 Series 3. UK built, max speed 110 miles an hour. These would have been used for rescues on the cold, dark, stormy nights over the sea, of course. Children are having some fun around here. Helicopter passengers must know their escape routes and emergency exits. Be wise, use your eye. There we are. Oh, this Leon Major. That's the Weston Whirlwind there. 1957, built in Newellville. This Alvis Leonids Major. Air-cooled radio engines. The radio engines there were a popular choice to buy helicopters in the 1940s and 50s period, despite the bulk, and were usually to adapt from fixed-wing installations. The Leonids family powered several British helicopters, culminating in the 14-cylinder 750 horsepower Leonids Major, which engine the Weston were a Mark 7 left, and the experimental Bristol Type 173. There it is, and this is the one on the left. Oh, this one, made in Italy, Augusta. The Italian right in there. MGB rotor leaving here from the Helicopter Museum, Wings and Wheels, here in Weston-super-Mare. In case you're wondering, there's another one here. And another one, the V8 model, the MGB GT V8 there. Looks the car collection. Well, I don't think there's so many cars here as there was last year. There is a helicopter here on display and able to be viewed. Certainly the interior on board down there. Well, having looked at the lineup of rovers here, the 216, that's also a 216, the last one made there. Of course, the 214 was very popular as well. Another 1.6 here, 416, the more standard specification here. He didn't want, I might have got central locking, certainly, Saturn as well, but didn't want the electric front windows. You wouldn't buy the upper range models. popular cars in the 1990s. 216 coupe as well. We have the Morgan here. This car show here at Helicopter Museum. So we're leaving now. It's only not long gone 2 o'clock. Just seen the mini MOKE go, the Mark 1. He wrecked about 20,000. The American cars here as well. Coming from various places. All the volunteers coming down from Chipster. Well, they're about to leave here in that Morgan 3-wheeler. It's going a different way round. The American cars here. Warming up the car here, Bessie. Here comes the Morgan.